Yo, what's up, my Battle 11 viewer buddies? Today, I'm going to teach you how to dominate the arena in Raid, Shadow Legends. And no, this isn't a lesson on singing songs to boost morale before a fight. This is the real deal. If you're ready to become a true gladiator and smash enemies the way I smash keyboards after a loss, then this video's for you. Let's jump in. What's the arena all about? It's PvP battles against other players' champions. Right now, the game has 3 arena modes: Classic Arena, Tag Team Arena, Live Arena. The first 2 are the easiest. In the Classic Arena, you form a single team to face off against your opponents. In Tag Team Arena, you'll need 3 groups of champions to compete. But the Live Arena, that's a whole different beast. It's a timed event where you battle players in real time. It's the toughest mode, where every single factor counts. Yo, you know I'm here to help, right? Forget about auto battle. In the arena, it's crucial to know exactly what your champions can do, how to fight, and how to win no matter the circumstances. Auto battle works only if your opponents are total pushovers. The rewards in the arena, absolute fire! The higher your league, the better the arena chest you'll score. Plus, there are currencies, medals, crests, and tag team arena points. Chests give you random loot from a set pool, while tag arena points can be used to buy whatever you need, league permitting, of course. Classic arena medals are used to boost champion stats for specific affinities. As for live arena tokens, they're all about location bonuses, adding buffs to your stats in certain dungeons. Maxing everything out takes some serious grinding, but trust me, the power boost is so worth it. Listen to me. Alright, now for the good stuff. How to build a team so deadly your opponents will send you salty messages after losing. Let's break down the roles and check out some examples. For speed boosters, think of them as hitting the nitro in a race. But here in Raid, your go-to champs: High Katun, a cycle of the Drakes, Korugar Deathbell. Give them respect. Debuffers, your personal hackers, breaking through enemy defenses. Top picks: Tyrell, Madame Cerise. Damage dealers, the ones who bring the boom boom. Solid choices: Trunda, Guilt Mallet, Kael. Supports, your healers and protectors, because someone's got to scrape you off the floor. Great options: Arbiter, Apothecary, Skull Crown. Yeah, you're welcome. I don't do this very often. Let's get it. Start your first battles with accessible champions like Kael, Apothecary, War Priest, Spirit Host, and Eris. They're easy to use and pack a punch for beginners. Pro tip for seasoned players: build a versatile team that can handle anything, whether it's tanky bruisers or lightning fast speed squads. Oh, and by the way, it's super easy for beginners to dive into the arena right now. I've got a killer strategy to snag top-tier arena champions right from the start and level up fast. Check this out. Click the first or second link in the description. The first link gets you Tyrell and Aina at level 25. The second, Ultimate Gaelic and Zargala at level 25. For Arena, Tyrell and Aina are more effective. But if you want something versatile for both PvP and PvE, Ultimate Gaelic and Zargala are your best bet. Next, enter one of these promo codes. For the champion Sun Wukong, a hybrid controller and damage dealer. For the amazing support Rector Drath, she heals, hides allies in Veil, and resurrects them when needed. And in just 7 days, you'll get an awesome damage dealer, Alice, who's exclusively available right now. She'll strip buffs from enemies and deal some serious damage. Mix it up, collect all the champions on your account, and dive into the arena right away using the links in the description. Ding, ding, ding! Pro tip! At the moment, the easiest strategy is to build a speed team. Bulky tank teams take forever to set up, so leave that to the veterans with a stacked roster. Why is speed the key to victory in the arena? The faster your champion, the quicker they'll make your enemies regret logging in. At 100 speed, that's 1 turn per round. At 200, it's 2 turns. Pushing to 300 speed is insanely hard and reserved for the late game. But the more turns your champions take, the more damage, buffs, and debuffs you can dish out. It's simple math, and it wins battles. Preparing your champion is one of the most crucial steps. First, level up your heroes to the max. Then equip them with the best sets for their role. The top choices include Speed, Perception, Savage, Immortal, Crit Damage, and more. Next, you'll need to fully upgrade masteries. These not only enhance your champions with useful effects during battles, but also boost their stats. Here are some of the most popular arena builds for different champions. You can easily find them online, just a quick search away. Now let's talk battle tactics. This is the game-changing factor that leads to victory, and I want you to be victorious. Analyze your team. All team abilities must work in synergy. Your team should at least cover the basic debuffs like defense down, attack down, and speed down, and buffs like shield, healing, or regeneration and revive. Debuffs are just as important as buffs. The more debuffs you stack on your opponent, the more damage you'll deal, and your chances of winning skyrocket. There are debuffs that reduce stats, like poison and HP burn, as well as crowd control debuffs. Debuffs like defense down, attack down, and speed down are self-explanatory, but control debuffs are game changers. These include stun, heal block, and fear. Basically, anything that stops your opponent from taking turns, buffing, or healing is a huge advantage. The key is to time these skills perfectly. Next, analyze your opponent's team. How do you find their weaknesses? Before the battle, you can check their champions, total power level, and their roles. With experience, you'll learn which champion does what buffs and debuffs they bring to the table. Unfortunately, you can't see their gear, so rely on their power level. Aim for equal or lower powered teams, or slightly stronger ones if you're confident in your own strength. Battle sequence. It's simple. First, your speed booster kicks things off with an attack or buffs the team. Next, your debuffer drops enemy defenses. And finally, your damage dealer wraps it up, taking out enemies one by one. It's like the perfect heist plan, but in this case, it works flawlessly. Target order. Take out enemy champions in this sequence: speed boosters, supports, debuffers, damage dealers. Why focus on key enemy champions first? Without buffs, resurrection, or healing, the enemy loses their survivability, making them easy to pick off. This tactic works like a charm against both speed teams and tanky setups. Don't forget about counter strategies. You need to know how to handle teams with high defense, speed boosters, and control champions. Don't worry about battle, buddy. I got your back. At the start of the battle, when the enemy is fully buffed, making a decisive move can be tough. Your best bet is to play the long game. Wear them down and wait for their buffs to expire. That's when your damage dealer can step in to deal serious damage, or even one-shot an enemy. It's also a huge advantage to have a champion on your team who can either steal or remove buffs from the enemy. And now, let's smoothly transition to the most common mistakes players make: using random champions. Throwing together a mishmash of heroes or pick and 5 supports won't work. It's guaranteed loss. Neglecting speed. If your team isn't tanky but also lacks speed, you'll be stuck doing nothing in a battle. No team synergy. As I mentioned earlier, combining abilities is critical. Having 10 defense down debuffs won't help much. Equipping weak artifacts. This is a game changer. Poor gear can make even the best champion useless. And the most important factor? It's practice, man. The more time you spend in the game and fighting in the arena, the faster you'll learn what works. You'll develop a sense for your opponent's strengths and weaknesses, as well as your champion's true potential. Getting to the Gold League won't happen overnight. You'll need time, champions, gear, and tactics to get there. Practice. Remember, the link to the champions is in the description. Grab those arena champions and dive into the game. If they're the best you can get at the start, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and hit that like button. Thank you. It really helps with the video's reach. Share with your buddies and check out more videos on the channel for promo codes and even more guides. See you in the arena, tough guy.